Any records of any kind as a part of a presentation, the records must be handed directly to the clerk of the board for distribution.
Okay, thank you. Anyone here in Prosser wishing to give public comment? Anyone here? Don't see anyone in Kennewick?
I don't see any hands raised.
No hands raised on WebEx. One more time, anyone wishing to give public comment?
Oh, actually, I do see one hand raised.
Oh, you see?
509 number ending in 02.
The person on WebEx that has your hand raised, ending in 02, go ahead. Please state your name, and address.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning. My name is Nicole Carby with Carby Consulting LLC. And my address, it says I didn't need to provide that virtually. Do you still want me to do that, or?
You, Kennewick, Richland?
I'm in Kennewick. However,
Okay.
I'm here representing both the issues regarding Benton and Franklin County I'll be speaking on today.
Okay, go ahead.
So the last time I was here, the week of Valentine's, I asked you guys to put on record who it is you guys are getting your legal advice from, and you asked me to wait till the end of the meeting. And you guys, I appreciate you telling the public that you have no comment regarding what's going on, considering the magnitude of what's going on. But if you could please answer the question in terms of who it is that is providing you guys the legal advice regarding what is currently going on with me and my family regarding my whistleblower rights and fraudulent elections here in Benton County. Again, it's not too hard of a question. I'm sure you guys believe in open transparency. This is for the bar, Washington State Bar Association investigation that will be occurring, ensuring that all crimes and ethical issues will be brought first and forefront in front of everybody. And the last time I was here, you told the people of Benton County that there's nothing that you wish to speak on at some point, and the email will be forwarded to Como News today regarding the 6 different judges that are currently or will be under review with the Office of Judicial Conduct regarding what's going on here in Benton and Franklin counties. So again, I know I only have 3 minutes to speak. This certainly isn't the last time I'm going to be showing up, but if you could just simply answer the question in terms of who it is that is giving you legal advice regarding this situation. And Michael Alvarez, that includes you in the email I accidentally sent you. Thank you. My name is Nicole Carby. I live in Kennewick, Washington.
Okay, thank you. We have the prosecutor's office, civil attorneys, that's who our legal advice is from. Okay, next, anyone else? Anyone else wishing to?
I don't see their hand
No?
raised.
Okay. We'll move on from public comment for a motion to approve the consent agenda items A through U.
Sure, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the consent agenda items A through U as in union.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The motion passes. I noticed one, we're going to buy a car for human services in there. We're buying Teslas, right? Well, not this time. Okay. Next, public hearing on the amendment to the county building permit fee schedule.
And while they're getting settled, and I know he's getting his computer, Greg's getting his computer set up, same thing. I wanted to just reemphasize what you said, Shara, was any of the legal advice that we get here as commissioners will always go, typically will go to our, the PA's office, whether it's, and it'll go to the civil attorneys there, and they'll decide if it has to go out to outside counsel as well. but that's, I appreciate you go ahead and making that comment.
Okay. Gentlemen, go ahead.
All right.
All yours.
Just getting this out here real quick. All right. Good morning. We are here to bring forward an amendment to the county's building division fee schedule. It was last updated back in 2021. Previous to that, it was done in 2010. The building division, for a little bit of background, is not part of the county's general fund or current expense. It's one of our county's special funds. It's self-supporting, and like other self-supporting funds, they've seen their challenges the last few years with the increased cost of their day-to-day operations. And back in 2021, additionally, to help guide future budget decisions, the Board of Commissioners adopted a resolution to help us ensure the building division fund maintains a minimum fund balance to meet our operational needs. And so between the increased costs that we've seen the last few years and the need to maintain a minimum fund balance, led us to looking at an amendment to our fee schedule. And so I have Brad O'Brien, he's our building manager here, and he's going to kind of walk through our process and kind of what we went through and what's being.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Morning.
So as part of the fee schedule review process, the building division completed an approximate fee evaluation of the 7 surrounding counties listed up there. We got Yakima, Walla Walla, Kittitas, Adams, Franklin, Grant, and Klickitat. And we found that for a 2,400 square foot home with an 800 square foot garage, that Benton County is in the bottom third as it relates to total fees. For comparison, that same home in Walla Walla County, which is number 1 on the list, has a total fee of about $7,758. In Benton County, this same home has a total fee of $3,192, so about double. For the proposal for the fee increase, we're looking at increase in our residential plan review from 5% to 20%, so it'd be a 15% increase. The other 2 items that we're looking to really just clean up on our fee schedule is solar. We didn't really have a line item for solar, so we were just doing, what we thought it would take for trips to accomplish we really needed to define it. So we put solar roof mount, a fee of 90, and then a ground mount of 150. You might ask why the other one's more than the other. We've got an extra trip. We got to go out and look at footing for the ground mount. So it's really just an extra trip. So this increase will move us from 7th position to the 6th position. So we moved up 1 out of the 8 counties.
And we took the proposal, like we always try to do whenever we update building fees, to the Home Builders Association, met with their executive director. And the home builders position is typically they're not real supportive of increasing fees. In this case, since we hadn't increased our fees since 21, and they did believe the fee increase was to help cover reasonable costs, and with the increases in daily operation, increased cost in daily operations the last few years, they are not against it, and they understand the county one.
Yeah, I reached out to Jeff to talk to him. Well, describe when it says fees, what is all that cover? Fees on your chart?
Up there.
Yeah. Okay. Because then you have under notes, what is it, 112?
Yeah, so there's a building valuation based on square footage. That's one component. Another component is, what we're charging for plan review. You notice there, it's, the bottom end is 5% and it goes all the way up to 65% on the upper end. That's really where those higher numbers start getting big, is on there's really big plan review increase. You see some technology fees on some of them. So it's really the labor to do the plan review of the projects, do the inspections, and manage the paper afterwards.
We used to get a chart years ago showing how many, I don't know if it's monthly or quarterly, how many permits we have in comparison to the city. I still keep that information.
Yeah, there's some reporting and stuff.
Yeah, and we can certainly share that,
Yeah, that was.
because it's being done. So we can share that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, just to see what the cities are, used to cover, I think, all the cities too.
Yeah, I
I don't know who produced that report. I haven't seen it in a while.
We should be able to get it.
Yeah.
It's not something that.
I don't know if that's been, in the last few years, if that's something that has been done.
Yeah, it has been done for a few years.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see that. I think it was a quarterly basis, but it gave you all the, how many building permits for each city, each county.
Yeah, we'll see what we can put together.
Yeah, I know the city of Richland can do that. You just get a hold of Mike Stevens in planning, you don't have probably.
Yeah, it covered everyone.
Yep.
in one report. Okay, any questions, gentlemen? I mean, I get why we're doing this.
Yeah. Well, and we're being pretty reasonable too. I mean, with us where we're at, to where like, okay, if we were above Walla Walla, I'd be like, we need to figure out some lower. But with where we're at, I think we're being reasonable and we're making to where it's, we're not losing money, we're making money, but it's also paying for all of our inspections and, reviews and everything. So I think this is a reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in this industry for over 30 years. From the financial side to the residential building, commercial side, I was a liaison for the Richland Planning Commission. So I try to get it. And if you get the Home Builders Association saying, you guys are flush, you're okay. Yeah, they're okay with it. That's a win. So they can realize it too. Just the cost of things are going up, and we have to make sure that we're being good stewards of taxpayers' money as well. And it's just the cost of doing business that we have to make sure we can do. So I'm fine with that too. Yeah.
Okay, with that, I'll open the public hearing on amendment to the county building permit fee schedule. Anyone wishing to testify here in Prosser? Can't see Kennewick. Anyone in Kennewick? Can anyone see the picture in Kennewick?
I can. Oh, yeah. There's no one in Kennewick.
Anyone on WebEx?
Not seeing any,
Okay.
I'm not seeing any hand raised on
No.
WebEx.
Oh, okay.
Yep, no hands.
Okay, going once on, anyone wishing to testify to the county building permit fee schedule? Not hearing anything, then I'll close the public hearing on the county building permit fee schedule, and I would entertain a motion.
I'll move to approve the resolution to adopt the changes to the building division fee schedule.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Great looking tie.
No, it's ties. There's two ties, not one tie.
Yeah, but I always say that to Greg, so.
Okay, scheduled business. Rescinding resolution 2014-372 that's authorizing elected officials and county administrator to hire individuals in positions at a lower grade than the position assigned. Ms. Nag.
Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you. This resolution was adopted in 2014 to do exactly what the long title of the resolution indicated. One of the things that has come up since this resolution was adopted was the Washington Equal Pay and Opportunities Act that, requires us to post the full range of compensation for a position when we hire into it. Additionally, when we did the countywide compensation study, we really in that project took great care in ensuring that the authorized pay ranges match the market value of the assigned duties and qualifications for each positions. So, given that, really we should be advertising all positions at that range and hiring into it. I think what's important to note after some conversations with elected officials, what rescinding this resolution does not do is it does not take away our ability to modify positions, to create training positions in the event that we can't hire someone into the full duties of a position. But what it does do is it ensures that we have some collaboration, that we have a defensible process around when we do that, rather than just saying this individual for some reason shouldn't be paid the full compensation for this position, which is how it has been used in the past, which, I believe may contradict the Washington Equal Pay Act, if not the spirit of it, the letter of it. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Okay, motion then to rescind?
I move to approve the resolution, sending resolution 2014-317.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The motion passes.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Next, scope of work to the Continuum of Care Program Grant Agreement. HUD and
I know it's a mouthful.
homelessness efforts.
I couldn't help it, sorry.
So this is a,
Easier say HUD.
so this is a grant that my office has had for a long time. It used to be called Shelter Plus Care. It's the Continuum of Care. They changed the name of it a couple years ago. It's a little over $136,000 for it's a I don't want to say permanent, but because of grants, nothing's permanent, but it's a long-term rental subsidy for people that have been diagnosed with behavioral health disorders. There's a match component that we have to report on quarterly. And so the dollars that they give us in for housing, we have documentation from the behavioral health providers that shows that they have to match a certain percentage in services provided. And so this is a contract. It's a little bit confusing. It's for the FY23, which is, I always have to rethink this. It's confusing because it's the year that we apply for the grant. They don't do it the year that the dollars are spent, because our application is part of the state's application. So they turn it in as a whole, and it's a ranked and graded grant. And so we applied for this grant in 2023.
I remember when I was in the legislature, we were going to end the homelessness in, I think it was 10 years.
Yeah,
That was 30 years ago.
it's not an easy feat.
No, especially with the way people go at it. So, okay, my editorial comment. Motion or any question?
I did have a question, Bob.
No, good, I'm good with it.
So, I understand the money, I know.
Commissioner, your
Michael, I'm sorry. What kind of housing does it go through? When people receive that funding, is it for apartments?
It is.
Primarily, what's the primary function of it?
Yeah, and
What
it's
housing?
again, people that are on this program are disabled. They have a behavioral health disorder. They're enrolled in services. We require that they, and on disability, they get right around $1,000. A fair market rent for a 1-bedroom is $1,250 now. And so we require that they pay 20 to 30% of their income, and then this program covers the expenses for the remainder of their rent. And it's all rent. It's all of our the people that are enrolled in this program live in apartments.
Perfect. That's I just wanted to, so that anybody that's listening would understand that also you said they have a percentage that they pay into it as well.
They do, yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, a motion then, please.
I move to approve the signing of the original Continuum of Care COC program grant number WA0072L0T012-316 for fiscal year 2024 Continuum of Care program grant agreement with the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development.
second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nay.
Thank you.
Motion passes.
Thanks,
Thanks, Carl. So, and I want to thank you for your effort on that COVID money, even though, you tried to do the right thing, but our Commerce Department at the time just told you, just give the money out, don't worry about stuff, and now we have to pay the money back, even though you attempted. But I appreciate your hard work on that. Maybe we'll sue the state or something.
Conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Other business.
Well, you guys have been talking about doing stuff 30 years ago. So are you guys old, man? Because I was only 15 years old 30 years
I'm
ago.
still wearing diapers too.
I was just out of college. Yeah.
I barely started dating 30 years ago. So.
Oh, man.
Nothing.
I'm good.
One thing, so, we partnered with, private-public partnership with Pocket INET.
Oh, yeah.
For that grant, well, they were awarded $14 million.
Oh, wow.
So they're going to cover basically the northern half of the county using the Yakima River as this area in here. They're gonna cover all this, of course, but they're gonna cover all that with that. Well, there's a phase 2 coming up, and they want to apply again with us to cover this area of the county. So actually what we would be doing, if they're successful in that phase 2 funding, grant funding, then basically our whole county would be covered with broadband.
That would be good. Horse Heaven Hills, everything. Yeah, because it's expensive.
That's
Yeah.
that next area.
So what about when we had, like, I don't know, a month or two ago about Ziply? When Ziply was here too, are they involved with Pocket Night? Like, are they
I don't know.
teaming up with Pocket Night? I know they're separate, but I know we
I
had a
don't know
Ziply
that.
meeting
I
too.
don't know.
I think last time we asked them that, I don't think they were, but.
I don't know.
Okay.
But so they, I think the way the resolution was worded that we did for the phase 1, I think it covers phase 2.
Okay.
Designated area, so, they just wanted a consensus of us for them to go ahead and put in for that grant. Some staff had some concerns, we gotta have someone to monitor, but, the grant does allow for administrative fees, so we'll be able to, have someone, be able to hire someone or pay someone in order to administer those grants. We have to administer.
Okay. How about the installation of the towers and stuff like that? Matt, is that covered in all that cost that they, for that grant?
Grant will cover the Pocket INET for all.
All.
Okay.
Whatever towers, they're gonna put up a combination of fiber optic cable on and telephone lines, and wireless sites, small towers. We'll get the area of power and small houses that are running fiber from towers.
Makes sense. No, I think it'd be a good thing. I know that, once again, applying for those grants, if we don't apply for it here, it's super expensive. That's why the grant amount is so much. We don't apply for it here, those tax dollars just go to another county. And it really improves the quality of life for people out there in Horse Heaven Hills and everything. So I'm for it. And I don't think it's a negative at all. Unless you guys are telling me different. When we heard from him, the speaker, and I know Jerome's been championing that and getting that to move forward. So yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, curious thing is in Yakima, no one in Yakima applied. Was there another, I think there was another county too.
I think the BF
Well,
cog
it's
also.
interesting but anyways, we'd be one of the few counties
Yeah.
that's completely covered with broadband.
And I don't know if you remember, I think it was a year ago, 2 years ago, BF cog wanted to know if it wasn't going to cost anything to the county for them to do the feasibility study.
Yeah, we did.
And so that was a good thing. That helped get this. So we're ahead of the curve here in Benton County.
Okay, gentlemen, good.
Okay.
Any other? Josie? Judges? I know one of you here for executive, right? Judge Stan. Mr. Spencer, how's the, we don't start collecting quite yet.
Now we're talking about the average in the last 10 years.
Oh, you can pay your taxes now? That wasn't until April. Oh, okay. With that, we have 3 executive sessions. One's pending litigation, one is evaluate the qualifications of an applicant, and then other one is the discussion of a public bid contract. So let's take, so the judge doesn't have to hang around. Let's take the one with Carly, to evaluate the qualifications of an applicant for public employee. 5 minutes. Okay, we'll go into executive session for 5 minutes. It's now 9:26. It's 9:31. Commissioner McKay is back from the restroom. We can resume.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, he was talking about old age. He's got the bladder issue, not me. Gee.
I'm never gonna drink a soda again on Commissioner Day.
At least we know where we're going when we have meetings, right?
Right.
Is my face red?
Okay, all seriousness, we're out of executive session, no decisions made, a motion.
I move to approve the salary request form and vacation resolution for the selected candidate for the juvenile court administrative position.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes, thank you. Next, pending litigation, 15 minutes, so it's now 9:32 will be an executive session pending litigation update. Okay, we're out of the executive session. It's 9:47. No decisions were made on pending litigation. With that, we have one more executive session. It's for executive session for discussion of a
On the performance of publicly bid contracts.
performance of a publicly bid contract. How many minutes do you think?
I'll start with 30.
Start with 30. Okay. Well,
30 will be tight, but hopefully we can get it done.
Commissioner McKay's wincing over there. Okay, it is now 9:48. We'll be in executive session for 30 minutes.
Why are these don't match? Oh, look at that. Oh, look one plus the other. Still doesn't match. still have to ask Grace. It's gone. I'm going. Where is that? Okay. I don't even think the account exists. That's an expense. Makes sense.
Okay, it is, I'll leave my glasses in there. It's what? It's 10:19. We're still gonna be in executive session for 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. Thank you.
Revenue and expense. Where does the majority of retirement expense come from? What is the code, the expense code for retirement expense? There's What was I working on when I deleted it? Percentage. Allocation. Data, text to columns. What are we looking for? Law enforcement.
Sam, we're good? We're good? We're good? Okay, it's 10:34, we're out of executive session, direction was given to staff. Anything further? Nothing? Nothing? Okay, with that, the meeting adjourned. Everyone have a good rest of the day. It was on business, really.
What is that? That's on my thing too.
Well,